This is Anthony. Real quick, I want to say that this episode of Let's Watch Something is brought to you by Anchor. Anchor is a completely free to use podcast creation and distribution service. It has everything you need to create and distribute your podcast in one place. It'll even help you earn money with ads, just like this one, with no minimum listenership required. You can check it out for free at anchor.fm. You can even record on your phone using the mobile app through iTunes or Google Play. Once your podcast is recorded, Anchor can help you get your podcast onto Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that podcasts are heard, so you can get your show heard by as many people as possible. Now, let's get on with the show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you hear me okay? How's my breathing?
It's perfect, especially since you asked how's my breathing and then exhaled very audibly into the mic. Point it down just a hair, like almost at your chin. Yeah, like that. Perfect.
Titties.
Perfect. We want those titties
Perfect.
hot. Can you just like slap them so I can get a sound check on them? Oof, those are some hollow titties. Oh, yes. I'll put a spell on you, 'cause you're mine. That's a good song. That's a good song no matter what.
That's a jam.
I'm not going to discredit Bette Midler's fabulous performance. I'm just saying that's a good song.
That is a fucking
When
jam.
Screamin' Jay Hawkins did it, it was a good song.
When Marilyn Manson did it,
Was it an okay song? The stare of discontent.
No, the stare of, I'm going to slice you open and eat your insides because I'm a witch now.
His cover of This Is Halloween is fucking amazing.
You're not allowed to say anything good about my fucking jam. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Say all the good things.
Marilyn Manson's cover of This Is Halloween is fucking amazing. It's dark, it's heavy, it's just fucking groovy.
Ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha.
Ha ha. Welcome to Jacktober.
'Tis I, Jack.
Happy birthday, Jack.
It is the month of October, which means it is Jacktober.
This is your birthday song. It
It's my
isn't
birth
very
month.
long.
Oh, man. Sing more.
That's the end of the song.
I don't like it.
As promised, for the spooktacular month of Jacktober, we are bringing you...
Spooktacular.
Spooktacular month of Jacktober, we are bringing you
All
5 movies handpicked
by me.
by the Jack.
I should not do that.
Oh, you can continue because I just love the excitement.
Is my face turning red? A little bit, probably.
A little bit. We wanted to bring you the most appropriately themed Halloween and also catered by someone who hasn't really had their own say in what they enjoy in movies. Jack, because I talk too much.
Yeah, like
I talk way too much. So I decided for this one, I'm going to just hand the reins over.
Oh, shit.
Basically. No. I'm going to do my thing still. But the movies were all picked by Jack this month. We have some fan-freaking-tastic movies lined up for the rest of the month, which we'll get into later. However,
surprising.
We are starting off with the 1993 cult classic.
It's not a cult classic. Everybody loves this movie.
1993 overrated gem. 1993 movie.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, starring the wonderfully hammy Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, Horseface, and who was the third one?
Kathy Najimy? I'm not sure how to say her last name. Nahimi.
Maybe it can be like
Najimy.
maybe it can be like Bobcat Goldthwait, where everyone just kind of mumbles the
Bobcat.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat.
You just kind of trail off at the end.
Her name is Kathy Najimy.
Kathy Najimy. Yeah. The trio of witches that make up the Sanderson sisters.
Say that again.
Sanderson sisters.
Say witches?
The trio of witches that make up the Sanderson sisters.
The trio.
I'm going to be completely honest.
millennials.
I've never seen this movie before.
I made him watch it.
This entire month, with I think only one exception, is full of movies that I've never watched before.
Huzzah!
I'm one of those fucking hipsters
Little bitches.
that will avoid something if it's permeated into the, if it's just through cultural osmosis, I've been made aware that people love it. I'll just kind of avoid it.
Yeah, he's like,
A party pooper.
Yeah. You're scoopity poop party pooper.
So I knew that this movie existed. I knew that it is a favorite of the millennials and the 90s kids and
The millennials.
the millennials.
I'm pushing my glasses up. You can't see it, but I'm pushing my glasses up.
The Gen Zers and the Gen
X, Gen XYs.
Gen X would have been like
Gen
the
Y.
80s. Well, I guess they would have been at that age then for this movie.
If you're from like 19 years old up to like 38, you probably love this movie if you've seen it.
Yeah. So as such, with all popular things, I don't really make a point to see it because I know it's good. But
You have to make that decision for yourself,
yeah,
though.
that's fair.
Like, that's why I always, if someone says, oh, I hated that movie, I'm like, I want to see it now. I want to see why you hated it. And I want to make my own conclusions.
Absolutely. Which is what I need to be doing more, especially since I'm not working as much. I have so much more free time. I should probably be watching more movies. So
And not masturbating.
Never.
You
Never question my work.
never question my right to masturbate constantly. If I have a moment alone, my dick is out.
I'm going to be watching.
Same,
I should be
though.
watching more movies. I need to be watching. I have a movie podcast. I should probably be more versed in movies.
I don't know what movies are, but we're talking about them, I guess.
I'm a fucking movie nerd. I'm a self-professed movie nerd, and I've never seen The Godfather. I never finished The Lord of the Rings.
The Hobgobbler.
The Hobbit Goblinlings.
Something.
So yeah,
I fell asleep through all of the Lord of the Rings movies.
Me too. That is my story. Whenever people ask me if I've seen The Lord of the Rings, I say, funny story. No.
I heard all of it, I think.
I don't even know if I heard all
The
of it.
one thing that I remember from the Lord of the Rings were the scary horses.
I remember they come in pints from the first one.
They come in pints.
They come in pints.
Like jacking off into them?
No, they're buying beer, and because they're hobbits, they are small. A pint is really big compared to them, so they're at a bar asking about beer, and like, so what, you want a pint? They come in pints? Because that's a lot of alcohol for a little person that is a hobbit.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
The second movie, I remember the talking trees.
They're pint-sized. But
Oh, I hate you. And then from the third movie, I remember getting up. I remember standing up to leave 4 times because I thought it was over.
That's over yet. Looking at the watch.
There are, and I actually saw this. I saw the last 30 minutes of the Return of the King. There are 4
The king has
denouements.
returned.
There are 4 moments of this is the end of the movie and credits are about to roll, and then it goes into another fucking scene.
That's annoying.
I'm sure that someday we will address them on this podcast.
Nope.
Well,
Don't
now
make
we
me
have
watch-
to.
Don't make me watch that
Don't
shit.
make me watch the fucking Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm gonna make you watch Star Wars. Okay, that's a fair trade-off, because I'm making you watch something that's good. She's hitting me. Stop it.
I will abuse you. I have candy in my mouth. I shouldn't have eaten this. I was burping up chocolate and I still continue to consume.
Consume.
Speaking
Consume.
of consuming, where's the children?
Yes. It's good. Roll
Candy's
credits.
good.
It's Hocus Pocus, for the uninitiated, is the story of 3 witches
Witches.
who were hung. No, they were hanged. Hanged by the deck until Ned.
Until Ned.
Hanged by the deck until Ned.
Hanged by the neck till dead
And,
is what he's attempting to say.
300 years later, are brought back when a virgin lights a candle on Halloween, and they very
The black flame candle.
the black flame candle is whatever. They light the candle, whatever.
Hey,
But
it's a black flame. That's pretty dope.
No. The important part was that it was a virgin. boy, do they emphasize the fact that this
Kid
teenager
is a
virgin. We meet
The
your
virgin.
we meet your everyday. We meet your standard run-of-the-mill Disney Channel teen boy.
I just moved here from California.
What's his name?
Max.
Max.
My name is Max Dennison, and I just moved here to
Dennison is a pretty dope last name.
Actually, I knew a kid.
I like it.
I knew. I went to school with kids whose last name was Dennison. One of which was a Jacqueline. And she went by Jackie.
Jackie Dennison.
Yeah, and her brother Kevin, which
Dennison.
he was in choir with me.
Kevin Dennison sounds like a serial murderer.
No, he was really nice.
You
He
sure?
was actually we were tight for a minute. We were in elementary school together.
What happened to Kevin?
I don't know.
Probably in jail.
No,
Probably a
he's
murderer.
probably no.
You have no proof that he's not.
I do have no proof that he's not. However, I could look him up on Facebook.
Oh,
I'm not gonna stalk my old high school and like elementary school friends.
Don't
He
do
was
that.
really
That's
nice
bad.
though. He was a good kid.
If they unfriended you, just let it fucking be. It was 10 years ago, Eric. I mean... sadness. I have one friend left in the world, and their name is Jack.
That was our booty claps.
You're the best.
I know. Thank you.
We meet Max in... Well, hold up. I'm blowing past the marvelous, fabulous introduction of the main characters here.
The Sanderson sisters.
Sanderson sisters. Bette Midler, who hams it up so much that Jews condemn the movie. Singing like a fucking theremin for the book, which I thought was an awesome choice.
I want to get a theremin.
Theremins are
God.
fucking neat, but they are expensive usually.
I would annoy everyone if I had one. I would take it. I would make it portable and take it everywhere.
So yeah, Bette Midler, she's got the buck teeth, the big red hair. Everybody fucking knows this character, even if you've never seen the movie.
Winifred.
I knew this character. I've never seen the movie. Mary Sauce. She plays the chunky yet hilarious. What's her name? Mary.
Well, Kathy Najimy
Kathy
plays
Najimy
Mary,
plays
the
Mary.
sister.
I got about
One of the sisters. She's got a little Bell's palsy happening on her mouth.
a little bit of a droopy mouth. I knew somebody with that once. Angela,
Don't go into the story.
Angela, what's her name? She
Well,
was a nice
if
person
she
for the most
hears
part.
this, she's gonna be mad at you for
She's
calling
not.
her out.
She's not.
Gonna hear it or gonna call you out?
She's not going to hear it. There's no
Okay,
way.
Good enough. I'll send it to her. I'll find her, track her down, send it to her. Be
You
like,
know what?
look,
That's one more listener.
I mean, I guess if you want to do it that way.
She was generally a nice person, but kind of a lazy costumer. If you use hot glue in your costumes, and you work professionally in theater,
I use hot glue on everything.
right? But you're not.
And I
being,
mean everything.
You're not being paid to construct costumes for a professional theater company.
I don't need to. I am a professional theater company.
The whole building, right here.
Just walk right in.
Mary, the sister, Mary Sanderson, the witch.
The witch.
She's chunky. She's
Awesome.
hilarious. I love her.
I like when she rides the
smells
vacuum.
children. She rides the vacuum.
I was
fucking
waiting.
killed me.
I was waiting for his ass to see that.
When I
part.
saw the mop, I thought she was going to have a bucket, which was also a funny thought. But they one-upped my thought with the fucking with the vacuum. And then we meet Sarah, the third Sanderson sister.
The hot one.
The hot one. She's like that.
The ditzy dumb blonde hot.
Yeah.
Oof.
There's something just really
Hot.
adorable about that kind of quirky behavior.
Oh shit, that's me. I do that shit. I'm quirky as I'm like all three of those sisters, but well, not so much Winifred because I ain't no leader.
No.
I'm just the goofy one and the dumb one mixed together.
They're eating a child.
Attempting to. Well, yeah, no,
They do.
They consume the child.
consume
soul
child.
or whatever the fuck.
And the girl's brother, Emily, her brother,
Thackeray Binks.
Thackeray Binks, catches the witches, and they curse him to be a cat. to live forever as a cat. And that's kind of that for him. That is that for him for that point. And they get hanged from the neck until dead.
They put a curse out from the book, which is bound in human flesh and cursed by the devil.
Necronomicon, but they didn't want to say that. It was just the book.
The book.
Nice. And they put a curse saying that they'll be resurrected by a virgin. And they really emphasize that it's going to be a virgin. We cut forward 300 years to Salem, present day.
Max.
We meet Max, a virgin who
he just
hits
moved
on.
here.
He just moved here from California
because he's like such a cool dude, bro.
And he's hitting on Allison.
This poor Allison girl.
Poor Allison.
He's like, hey,
Here's my number.
here's my number in front of the entire class,
Ballsy move.
which is embarrassing.
And after class, she hands him a
Hands
scrap
his
of
number
paper.
back. She's like, yeah, I don't need this shit. This is dumb.
It seemed like a really nice dude, you fucking nailed it moment, and then he opens it and it's his own number that she handed back to him. That'll be the last that we see of her, assuredly. Nope. We also meet his family, his parents, who are.
Oh no, we skipped Ice.
Oh, Ice and Jay and Ice, the bullies, who are hanging out in a cemetery for some
That's
fucking
where
reason.
bullies hang out now.
That's
at
like the
that
hot
time.
place to be.
That's the cool
among the
jam,
dead.
yo.
These two fucking bad kids that
Ernie?
smoke. Ernie, no, his name's not Ernie. He's Ice, and he's got it shaved into the back of his head.
Because of all the meth he does.
Yeah, I guarantee you, there is somebody in town who has the word Ice shaved into their head because that is a popular look right now.
Are you sure?
Have you not seen people with numbers and letters shaved into their head?
Have I not shown you the designs that I've had shaved into my head at one point?
Oh God, that's right.
I had.
I'm ashamed of you.
I had V-bangs, dreads, and designs shaved into the sides of my head.
That is the
All at once.
trashiest white trash shit I've ever heard.
Excuse me, I was attempting to be hardcore goth.
That is white trash. That is.
You're white trash.
That is just white trash painted black. Hold on, that sounds racist. That is white trash going to Hot Topic.
Well, I mean, that's where I get my favorite clothes.
Yeah.
So.
I got a shirt from Hot Topic recently, and I'm so excited.
Huh?
Yeah, I got my Kirby shirt from there.
Oh, the pink one?
Yeah, well, it's blue and it has Kirby, who is pink.
Oh, no, I was thinking of the pink one that you wear that has the Japanese or whatever writing on it. That's pink, isn't it?
I cannot remember what the shirt is now. I feel so embarrassed that I don't know my own wardrobe.
I pay too much attention to things.
Yeah. Anywho,
But I like your Easter costume that you're wearing today.
Yes, I wore this to work.
I'm gonna take a picture. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Yeah, that's fine. The bullies steal his shoes because they weren't going to get any smokes or money from him.
Nice threads, bruh. No.
Nice.
Kicks.
Give me your shoes, bitch.
Give me your shoes.
Give me your shoes, bitch.
Wait. Shoes.
Shoes.
Let's get some shoes.
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 God, remember when that was a thing? That was like 20 years ago at this point.
Oh my God, you're right. Holy shit, we're old.
You're
Oh my
old.
God.
Oh my God.
I just got like the chills.
Yeah, that's you getting old. That's you turning to dust currently. Don't stop having it up. You're not a witch.
Oh.
You're not dying.
Oh shit.
The witches, every time the sisters think they're dying, they get all so they're so over dramatic about it.
We're managing what a world.
I gotta admit, this movie is very well deserving of its praise.
Told you, bitch.
It is 100% living up to the hype that it had going into it, because starting in July, people are sharing pictures of the sisters talking about the spooky
Halloween's
month.
coming.
Yes, and even in like December, they're hating Christmas and talking about Halloween.
That's
Year fucking round, people are sharing these these sisters, the witches, and I get it. These are the fucking Three Stooges of Halloween. These are the Marx Brothers of autumn. These are, I was going to do Larry, Curly, and Moe, but that's the Three Stooges again. These are
Shemp?
Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Shemp, oh man.
Shemp is my favorite.
Shemp is the original.
Shemp is my jam.
It was-
Although,
it
you know
was,
who I hate?
It was Mary Lowe and Shemp. It was Larry Moe and Shemp originally, and Curly replaced Shemp after. Well,
you
Curly
know-
came on and then replaced Shemp after Shemp left.
Do you remember Curly Joe?
Yes, because there were 3 Curlys. There was Curly Joe, there was Curly Fine, and then I forget the last one.
I don't know.
You're talking to the guy who fucking studied vaudeville and 1920s era comedians. I have the entire Marx Brothers collection on DVD, except for the one with Marilyn Monroe, Love Happy, which was technically not a Marx Brothers movie. It was a studio that cast the Marx Brothers separately, so it's just be glad I'm not making you watch these for this podcast.
Okay.
Because it would not be interesting. It would be as bad.
Is listening to you talk about it?
Yeah. It would be me gushing about something that doesn't matter for 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, but like,
Nobody likes to hear me gush.
ugh. Oh, gross.
We have established the witches. We've established the curse. We've met Max. We've met
The
Allison.
Virgin.
We meet his sister.
No.
Emily is the one who died.
Danny
with an I. And his parents who kind of like disappear for a good portion of the movie.
Yeah.
They're inconsequential.
They're basically there's no reason to even have them exist.
Max takes Danny trick-or-treating, and I always love, as cliche as it is, the dynamic of an older brother taking their younger sibling trick-or-treating and having that, it's going to be a redemption story of them realizing how much they care about their sibling. But it works. I was the youngest of 3. I went trick-or-treating with my brothers, so I've lived this experience. It's nostalgic for me.
I never did that.
Aw.
My mom took me trick-or-treating. My mom would dress up with me because my mom was shorter than I was.
I thought you were going to tell another sad story
Oh, shit.
of the life of Jack.
Yeah, my life was kind of sad. No, I mean, my brother and I went trick-or-treating together before a couple of times, but, like, he was never really, like, very protective. So, like, he would just kind of take off with his friends, and then I would just kind of, like, wander around. But, no, for the most part, my mom would always dress up with me and actually go trick-or-treating with me.
That's adorable.
My mom was, like... I had a growth spurt around like 10 years old, and I've basically like been 5'4" ever since. Like, I'm not kidding. I was like the tallest kid in 4th grade up until 6th grade, and then other kids finally hit puberty and started popping up to hit my height. And I was taller than my mom. And we would go trick-or-treating, and she'd have her little bag, and I'd have mine, and we'd just go. And my mom would even, like, try to do a little kid voice, trick-or-treat, you know?
That is hilarious.
I have pictures. I'll show you pictures, like, later if you want.
Sure.
I have to find them.
Then they of course fight after Danny embarrasses him in front of the bullies and he just tosses candy at them and walks away all mad. Well, he doesn't toss. He gives
shoves
Ice the candy. Which, why is he trick or treating if he's like he's not really in a costume?
He's wearing like a bomber's jacket and sunglasses and a cap, and she calls him a little leaguer.
Yeah.
For your information, he's a little leaguer.
That sounds like a racial slur the way she said it.
Oh.
Yeah, but he snaps at her about not wanting to go trick or treating and just wants to go, and she cries, and then they make up and they go to the big house that has all that presumably has all the candy. Nobody answers the door.
Rich people.
They go inside. I've fucking done that. We go to the rich neighborhoods and get all the fucking candy.
Oh yeah, the full size candy bars.
Hell yeah, it's real.
Oh yeah, no. We did that. We would like stalk the neighborhood.
Nobody answers the door, so they go inside and there's just a bowl of candy, and they
Just
see there's
take the bowl, dump it in, run away.
They see there's a big old party going on, and it's fucking Allison's house.
Allison, the one that the one that she gave his number back to him.
Yeah, soft rejection is not an implied no is not a no. Yes, it is, guys.
It is
100%.
Don't be a stalker.
However, he didn't know that was her house. He had no way of knowing.
He just happened to bump into her because he was taking his little sister.
Then he bumped into her again.
Into her yabos.
Yabos! Oh, God. Watch this movie just for yabos. You will know what I'm talking about.
Dude.
It fucking killed me that I missed all the fucking exposition about how the Allison lives in this house that was their house or whatever.
Apparently she comes from rich family or whatever. I don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't pay any attention
Like-
either. All I heard was yabos too. So
So Allison
and her yabos.
and her she takes Danny and Max to the Winifred hut or whatever. Where
The Winifred hut.
It's like a museum.
It's a museum now,
which is
but it
super
was
fucking
their
cool.
the Sanderson
House?
home
Cottage.
cottage, whatever you
I
want
guess
to call
cottage
it.
would be accurate.
It's the witch's house.
Yeah, and they have all the things like the Necronomicon sitting there. You know, the legendary Book of the Dead, just under a glass case.
In a glass case. Well, I mean,
sitting
okay,
there.
so like think about it. That's kind of absolutely terrifying.
It's horrifying. It's disgusting.
Like wouldn't you want to like bury that shit? Like nobody would want that like potentially getting into by like some dumb teenagers who happen to stumble on into this cottage and
A couple
break
of
it in.
dumb virgins.
We don't know if Allison's a virgin.
Oh shit, you're right. You.
She got that fuck on.
She's a child.
No, Allison, the teenager.
Yeah, she's a teenage child.
Well,
Under the age of 18.
okay, but be realistic. Teenagers fuck. I mean, you didn't,
No
but
comment.
just because you didn't live your life, your best life.
I wasn't even living a good life. No, I was pretty content as a child. Then I got laid and realized I've been missing out for the last 10 years.
Because, wait. Nah, I don't.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not going to ask.
Don't worry about it. Anywho's it's scratch
10
that.
years.
10
years?
Let's go 8 years.
10 years.
How old is an appropriate age? This is a tricky situation.
Okay, so for me, like, in my experience, I went to high school with a girl who was, like, 13 who was pregnant.
That is
Too young
okay.
to me. I mean, yeah, that's definitely not cool.
Would you say 16?
I would say 16 is
10 years.
a decent age to lose your virginity as long as you're not losing it to someone who's 30.
As long as, well, this is a tricky situation, and this is what got California in trouble with the conservatives recently.
Oh, no.
I looked into it after a while because
Age of consent?
not exactly age of consent. The issue was there was a law that has been in the books in California for years because the age of consent is 18. They allowed it to be up to a judge's discretion if a 17-year-old had a consensual relationship with someone who had turned 18, if it would be considered statutory rape. Mm-hmm. However, it included only sodomy was the thing.
Gross.
So the loophole was if it was sodomy. The loophole was if it was sodomy, it would not be considered statutory rape. They realized
Fuck her in her butt.
They realized that the goal here was
To fuck her in the butt.
so.
Sorry, go ahead.
Teenagers will be teenagers. You can't stop that. And
Duh.
if you deny that, you're just an ignorant asshole. So the idea was, if hypothetically someone had just turned 18 on their birthday, was in a relationship 2 days younger with them, someone 2 days younger than them, if they had consensual relations, that person that just turned 18 would be considered a pedophile by the state law. However, with a judge's discretion, they could say this did not count as statutory rape. And conservatives took this to its illogical extreme.
Okay.
And said that California legalizes pedophilia. Because they did not explain the part about it being to a judge's discretion. They just assumed having consensual relations with somebody who was under the age of 18 was no longer statutory rape. There's a contention of to the judge's discretion. There's a logic to it. Now I'm defending the shit. I can't believe that. I can't believe this is a fucking conversation that people are having right now. What the fuck is this doing in this episode about Hocus Pocus? He's a virgin. That's the point we're getting to. He's a virgin. Max is a virgin and lights the candle.
And they make a big deal about how he's a virgin, but like the thing of it is like, it's okay to be a virgin at that age.
It is.
It's fine. It's normal. You don't have to be pressured into sex.
It's not even like being a virgin is the goal. Your goal is not to be pure. Your goal is not to be a slut. A happy medium of living a healthy and happy natural life.
Well, here's the thing. There's some people who don't have interest in sex, and that's fine.
I did not until
you actually
many
had
years
it?
later. I mean, I had zero interest in it in high school. Like I'm 100% serious.
You know, that's really weird because same.
Yeah.
Being as hypersexual as I am now, could you even imagine me being almost sex repulsed as a teen?
No, I can't imagine anybody really. Not even myself looking back at it. I'm just saying.
I was a bit like kind of grossed out by the
body
idea.
positivity and sex positivity is a thing that I totally not advocate for, not openly, but like when
Body
I see people,
positivity?
when I see it going on, I'm like, yes.
Good. You go, girl.
Yeah, you go, girl. Like, exactly. Like,
I don't care if you're male or female, or non-binary, trans, anything. You go, girl.
Yeah.
That's just our way.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna be one of the like people screaming in the sidelines for it, but
Keep
I'm like,
your legs closed.
it's what I've always said. If it makes you feel good, if it makes you happy, and it doesn't hurt anybody, go for it.
Put it in your butt.
Go for it. Put it in your butt. Put it in somebody's butt. Put it in somebody else's butt.
As long as they consent, go for it.
Yeah. Max is a virgin, and his little 8-year-old sister Danny is the one who keeps saying it.
He's a virgin, and he lit the motherfucking candle.
That's what makes it so fucking funny.
She's just like making fun of her older brother for being a virgin, but like she's 8. Why is she even thinking about that?
She doesn't even know what a virgin is.
I mean, she has to if she's making that big of a deal out of it.
No, I think she's just saying it like a child would say, like, this is the thing that happened and this is what I know of it.
I don't know.
You've never been around, well, you've been around children, but you know how children will be like, my uncle is blah, 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 and they'll just like say things that are completely tangential and irrelevant and you don't care, but you can't say that to a kid because that's a dick move.
You totally can, but you have to put it gently.
I know exactly what you mean.
You'd be like, hey.
Hey, focus.
Sometimes, like,
where did your mom go?
Like, there was this one kid, I saw him running around a park, and I was babysitting my niece and nephew, and I couldn't see any other adults. So this kid was playing with my niece and nephew, and then he pushed my nephew, and I'm like, hey, where's your grown-up?
I'll tell you where they are. They're right outside the fucking door. As soon as they open the door to the cottage, the cottage door swings open, and the Sanderson sisters are just fucking there. Brum, 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 brum. The sisters are back, bitches.
They're back, witches.
I hate you for
being
I
awesome.
hate me for not coming up with that. The sisters are back. They're ready to eat some kids, and it is
Halloween,
bitches. Hijinks ensue. I brought this up to Jack. So many cartoons have done the story of witches or zombies or whatever
coming
to the present from historical times on Halloween, and it's like, what? Can you wait for your fucking Reese's peanut butter cup?
Never. Continue.
And it's all the. You have to make that so fucking loud. It is impressive.
I'm trying to be quiet too, but
you're holding it up to the mic. Stop it. You were not trying to be quiet.
Okay. Cat's out of the bag.
Binks. Nice. Binks comes back as a cat. We hear the cat talk. It's a whole thing.
He's like, motherfuckers, look what you did, you stupid virgin.
biggest stupid version. So many cartoons have done monsters on Halloween, and like the culture shock of being brought into modern
The
era
20th and or 21st
yeah,
century.
with cars and cell phones and all this shit, and it's all the exact same fucking
Rigmarole.
Yeah, it's like, it's a cart moving fast. Where are the horses? Why is nobody scared of us? The Hocus Pocus kind of feels like it pioneered that because all of it felt fresh here. They walk out onto a paved road.
They didn't realize it was a
road. And they think it's a black river that is too deep to walk across. They shove Sarah onto it, and it is it's solid ground.
It is but firm, sisters.
And we get so many hilarious little things with the sisters traveling around
In a bus
with a creepy,
we desire
perverted
children.
It'll take me a couple of tries.
He wasn't that disgusting, but yeah, he was pretty wretch.
No, he was disgusting.
Well, yeah.
He was a pervert. It was gross.
He's like, I'm gonna get y'all some childrens.
Some chillins.
I'm gonna put a bun in your ovens.
Not gross.
All three of yous. Oh God.
Ew.
All at once.
Ew.
Would that be incest? If they kind of trade off the same dude, that's not necessarily incest, but it's definitely not cool. You get your sister's juices on you.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. You have to make it so fucking real. Gross.
Yeah.
Max and Allison and Danny go to the graveyard, which is hallowed ground that the witches can't step on.
Allegedly.
But who gives a fuck because they can just fly.
Yeah, so they're just like hovering over this fucking cemetery, being like, "Hey, motherfuckers, what's up? I can still get you."
Yo, we're gonna take that book because the book is gonna fly to me or whatever.
Sorry.
It cannot be understated how
Fun.
hammy and fun Bette Midler and company are as the Sanderson sisters.
She's my jam. They're all my jam.
They are so fucking hilarious. And until the final 10 minutes, they're not pulling out bad puns. Boy, the bad puns.
But they're so good. They're so bad, they're good.
I'm mostly talking about when he's driving and she's doing the whole pullover bit. That made no fucking sense at the end. However, other than that,
wait, what part?
When she's flying beside the car and she's telling him to pull over, let me see your learner's permit. I mean, I guess it's not really a pun.
I think she just
an
learned
anachronism.
really fast about the 20th century.
The late 20th century. Yeah. I still don't think it...
And where did she learn how to sing that song?
She watched him.
Well, okay, but how do you know, how do you pick up that song so quick?
She's a witch.
She's a witch.
Cool
Whip. God damn it.
We meet Billy the zombie.
Who's dope as fuck.
I love Billy. He might be my favorite. They chase the kids across town. They get
Through
into
like
hijinks.
sewers.
They meet Satan.
They meet Satan. But
God
he's not
damn.
Satan.
This is a product of its time because not even a kid's Halloween movie now would dare bring Satan into the mix. Imagery of the devil, literally, even as jokingly as it was done, they would not do shit like this. It was so fucking funny.
Honestly, though, it was so good. And then the lady with the rollers in her hair, his wife, they're like, he married Medusa.
The three little kids dressed up as the Sanderson sisters steal the brooms.
Yeah, that was fun.
I was hoping that those little kids would come back at the end because their whole thing was to become young again. And there's three girls dressed up as with their fucking brooms.
Oh yeah.
We'll get into the ending eventually.
Maybe. Something like that.
They get to where their parents are at a dance or whatever, and there's some dude dressed as a skeleton with a top hat.
I love him.
He was great. I fucking loved him.
He was my favorite.
Big "We Put a Spell on You" dance break that is
and
super popular.
Musical number.
It was great. Bette Midler is a fabulous performer.
She's so fun.
Amazing. She really made this whole concept work. she made that scene work. She made, like, I am a big proponent of kids' movies deserve better than a silly musical number dance break.
Yeah, it's like if it makes sense in the story, sure.
Exactly.
But like a lot of the time, it kind of just doesn't really work. So
Yeah, they just
they force it, and
Yeah.
it's awkward.
and I really do believe Bette Midler's fantastic performance of "I Put a Spell on You," and the context of it being Halloween, the context of it being a dance, a party, it made this work.
Look, and
'Cause
the
if you-
fact that she turned it into a spell.
She did. Compare it to something like Hotel Transylvania. There's a party at the end. There's a celebration at the end.
Everybody lets loose when they party.
Right, but Adam Sandler rapping,
No.
That did not work.
No. God, you're giving me anxiety just thinking about
have
it.
you seen Hotel Transylvania?
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I
a
don't
bad
remember-
movie,
I
but
don't
then
remember
Adam
that part.
Sandler raps at the end, and it's
Adam Sandler
fucking
shouldn't-
stupid.
I don't like Adam Sandler, to be honest.
Oh man, the original idea for Christmas before I decided on what it's going to be, don't want to give that away just yet, was going to be 8 Crazy Nights and just do a bunch of Adam Sandler movies and do
Fuck.
8 Crazy Nights for Christmas. Or
I'm glad you-
Chanukah.
I'm glad you decided against it because
Yes.
I would literally just hang myself.
Well,
like
we'll
I will
see.
record myself like during the podcast fixing the noose to hang myself with. Like
That's grim. Speaking of grim, Hocus Pocus, kids movie, PG-13, a Disney movie. It was supposed to be a Disney Channel original. It gets fucking dark.
oh yeah.
They kill the cat at one point. It's really,
It's big graphic. They literally like run over the cat.
and there's a
And then they show the cat flattened on the road.
It's fucking sad. They kill the cat twice, those assholes. And it's sad.
well,
and
he comes back.
he's an immortal cat, so it's fine, but it doesn't stop. It doesn't give you the fucking right. Okay?
It killed him off pretty early too, like
Yeah.
right at the beginning almost.
To
Like,
establish that he's immortal, he cannot die. But still, it's still really sad because you see a little girl crying over a dead cat, and that's never fun.
But I knew he comes back, so I didn't get sad.
Yeah. I was sad, but it was mostly just hilarious that it was clearly a stuffed cat with a big old tire mark pressed into it.
Jeez. Snort a little more, why don't you?
Yeah.
Do you need some Kleenexes? I got some like
No,
napkins.
I just need to finish snorting my Coke here.
Ew.
Got a Coke now.
That's not Coke, that's dandruff.
My dandruff used to be really bad. I don't know. It's not as noticeable anymore, but I used to have really bad dandruff, and I don't.
Are we gonna cut this? Can we cut this
No,
part?
this is staying. Fuck you.
It's super awkward for you to admit. My dandruff used to be really bad.
No, it's only kind of bad.
My dandruff, it's really bad.
Pretty bad. Okay.
It's just really bad. My dandruff. I have so much dandruff. I have dandruff in my eyebrows.
Oh my god, it's disgusting. I'm disgusting. How does anybody
Okay.
put up with me?
Crickets. It's because you're funny, I suppose.
Am I?
No.
What do I bring to the party?
I mean,
Microphones?
You brought me a McFlurry.
Yes,
So.
I've been cheating. I've been conserving my.
No, you're not
calories and
allowed.
my
You're not allowed to bring
carbs
it
for
up
the
on
day.
the podcast.
Okay, fine. I've been a bad boy and I've been eating a McFlurry.
I'm gonna call booties McFlurries now. I've been eating that McFlurry.
That dank McFlurry. That sweaty
Eating the booty.
McFlurry crack.
Ew. Holy moly.
What happens?
You
what
went
happens
there and
after
made it
the-
furry.
What happens to that after that? Oh, he talks to a cop, and his sister's like, "He's a virgin." And he lit the candle.
And he pulled
The cop's like, "You're a virgin?"
and he's like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Dude.
Dad.
dude, just. And then we find out the cop was just a dude dressed up for Halloween, and he's a dick. It's fucking gross.
It's funny. He's got a hooker on the back of his bike.
What happens after the dance? What do they do after that? Oh, they go to the school and lock them in the fucking
Kiln
the kiln. It's a badass way to kill off the witches. Only they don't.
somehow.
They lure them in with a a tape recording of a
French
lessons for kids, and the kids are reciting French words.
And then they come out fucking speaking French for a sec.
Fucking love that.
That was that's a bit that I didn't notice in the first few times I've seen it. But rewatching it and picking that one up, that was hysterical.
There are so many amazing details that I understand what makes this a classic for Halloween. It is very deserving of that, of all the praise it's gotten. It's hilarious. It's
fun.
It's fun. It is not really, like, there are some archetypes with the characters. Like, there's not really a lot to be had between the relationships of the characters.
You know, it's just pretty standard shit.
Yeah, it's standard, but what makes it is its themes, its music, its outlandish characters with the sisters.
I like the fact that it kind of toils with darkness, but it doesn't, like, leap into being dark.
Yeah, it's not a gritty movie. The sisters come back, they
literally want to eat children, and that's dark as fuck. Like, like that's terrifying. But the movie makes it lighthearted.
Yes. I've said so many times, who is this movie for? What are they going for? Like, if they make it so this, why is it so that? They have contradictory things, like the goofiness of The Last Airbender that didn't fit in because it was so serious.
It was a pretty grim-looking movie.
Hocus Pocus strikes a perfect balance. They get that, they strike that tone that they're going for of being spoopy Halloween and a comedy.
It's not over the top childish so that adults can definitely be entertained by it, but it's definitely for kids too.
It is 100% a family movie. You got to explain what a virgin is, maybe. Because it is a major plot point apparently. They wake up at 5 a.m. and they think the day is saved, only to have the sisters come back and steal the book and break their fucking house. Say it louder.
I just farted.
Thank you.
I'm gonna apologize. You know, Derry gives me like
the shits.
Well, maybe, but it still makes my gas really rank. So this is gonna be. It might be bad.
That's okay. We're reaching. We're in the home stretch here, because they use a spell. Sarah Jessica Parker sings a song to enchant the kids, which is a thing.
Come, little children, I'll take thee away into the.
That's like a thing with folklore and with mythology of sirens singing a song to lure children away. That's fucking smart. I loved that. You good?
It's the fart.
Back at the
house.
Sandersons' cottage, they've got Danny tied up, and they've got their potion brewed, and they got all the kids coming.
Oh, and they captured the bullies, and they're in cages now.
Oh, the bullies! Yes, they captured the bullies after they called the sisters ugly.
They're like, motherfuckers, I'll
They're
show
in
you ugly.
cages. It's fucking hilarious.
I love
And
it.
they're feeding him candy to fatten him up, which is just like another
I don't need
folklore
that.
reference, because it's like Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel und Gretel.
It's smart. This movie's smart. I'm serious. I fucking loved it.
See? I have good taste.
I pointed out an interesting detail that I noticed when Max and Allison pull up in their parents' car, in Max's parents' car, they didn't have the lights on. I was like, oh, typical teenage kid, doesn't know how to turn the lights on the car.
There's a reason
He fucking
for that.
uses that because he tells them, hey, I know something you don't.
Daylight savings time, bitch.
And hits the light. Allison hits the lights in the car, and they think the sun's coming up. And for the second time in the movie, they think they're dying, and they're just overacting. And so Max knocks over the potion and saves Danny, and they all run. All the kids are still entranced and out in the middle of nowhere at 5 in the goddamn morning.
Because their parents are nowhere to be found. Oh, wait, no.
They're still dancing.
They're still partying.
They're still dancing because they put a spell on them.
I put a spell
they are
on
gone.
you. And now you're dancing forever, motherfuckers.
Dance, dance, dance. Dance.
Is that a song? It could be.
The Stereotype song? Rhea Williams Johnson?
I have no idea.
I think I love you more than Japanese love tentacle porn.
I think you need to not do that.
I won't. Then there's enough potion left for one child, and
they want it to
Winifred
be that little
wants
Danny.
it to be Danny. They wants to be the one that set him free because they don't know that the virgin was Max.
Well, they don't care really.
Because that's right. Danny said that she let them free.
Mm-hmm.
So
At
they
the
don't-
very beginning,
Yes.
she's like, "I did this." Blah blah blah. They want it to be her because she pissed them off enough. Really.
Yeah, they like it.
They're
been
just like,
there's
this little fucker's giving me the runaround. I'm gonna eat that little motherfucker the most.
for their purpose, any child would do, but they were driven by a specific reason. They had a reason for this one
Because
that they
they
wanted.
pissed her off.
Yeah,
or
which is-
she pissed them off.
Which is good character motivation. It's good writing. It leads the story to a satisfying conclusion. Because they get down to the cemetery and they're trying to, they like form a circle of salt around a grave where they hide with Billy, who's apparently a good zombie. So Billy is Sarah's ex-boyfriend, or was it Mary's?
Okay, so what happened is because you were missing this part because you weren't paying attention.
I just don't remember the fucking details. Okay,
Hold on. So Billy was Winifred's boyfriend, who then cheated on Winifred with Sarah. So Winifred
sewed his mouth shut with a dull needle, so he couldn't tell their secrets even after death. So the zombie has his mouth sewn shut. Max pulls a knife out, and the Zombo grabs the knife, and it's like a whole thing. But then he cuts the thread.
The thread, and he moths and dust.
Wench.
What else did he call? He called her names, and he was just like, "I've been waiting 300 years to say that."
And he's not a bad guy anymore.
Somehow, I don't know why he was chasing after them in the first place. Maybe he was just like, "Hey, I'm on your side. I don't like this bitch." But they were running away because he's a fucking zombie. Who wouldn't run away from that?
They have the big. It's not really a big showdown. I feel like the big showdown happened back at the cottage, but they're on. Okay, the 3 little kids stole their brooms when they left the school. Winifred got a broom, a modern broom. Sarah got a mop, and Mary comes out with a fucking vacuum.
Yeah, she's boss.
Yes.
I would get a vacuum if I were a witch. I'd be like, fuck all that broom shit. This is
I want
dumb.
mine to be automated.
Oh hell yeah, sucky sucky motherfucker.
So she's on the vacuum, and don't they grab onto the cord at one point? So like they're in the cemetery, and they're all trying to get the book, and it's a big battle back and forth. They're basically just running out the clock until the sun comes up.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
they're just trying to like keep them away, and
Winifred has Danny. Binks jumps up and swats the potion out of her hand, and Max catches
grabs it.
Max fucking drinks it. Is like, "Yo, take me instead."
Motherfucker.
And she's like, "You would give what? You're such a stupid person to sacrifice yourself. What's wrong with you?"
Foolish mortal boy.
But it's like there's like a purpose to that because he cares, and it's a nice emotional moment. And this whole time, the sun's coming up. Winifred's trying to suck that boy.
Oh, gross.
Trying to suck that virgin. And the sun comes up and she turns into a fucking statue. And I thought that was awesome because it was a scary ass statue.
It was an ugly motherfucking statue.
And then the statue just turns to dust. And I was like, damn, that was a cool statue. Now it's gone.
And then the sisters kind of poof into dust as well. I don't know. I don't get why they didn't turn into statues first. Anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
And then Mary's like, oh, bye-bye. And then poof. Which, that's my favorite fucking part.
And then Thackeray.
I smell children.
She kept saying that. That was her thing.
I smell children.
I don't think I can pick a favorite of the 3 sisters.
Mine's Mary.
It's between Mary and Winifred. And I think Sarah's
hot. Everybody does. She
hot.
was hot at the time.
Yeah.
Until plastic surgery happened.
Yeah, I don't like to shame people for getting plastic surgery. That is a whole...
Honestly, like when you look prettier before, you kind of just ruined it.
I don't want to get into that because
bummer.
it's a whole other aspect of body positivity that kind of gets ignored because if you want to have augmentations, that should be something you're allowed to do. We shouldn't be shaming people for seeking out body augmentations and then making fun of how they look after.
It's kind of just a bummer though, because like...
It's like you have all this money to throw at this problem because you can. Other people have to learn to be happy with who they are, so I get why there's a contemptment.
Even
which is the bad one. I always forget.
Contempt.
There's a contemptment. There's contempt for the people that get plastic surgery because not everybody can afford that. Well, I get that. But
even if I had the money to do it, I think the only thing that I would do is like a titty lift.
Yeah, I would
or maybe like a huge reduction in them.
I would like some restructuring on my jaw, on my face.
You've got a good face.
I don't like how much my chin pooches out.
It's a good. That's a
chin poochy.
Not that bad. It's not. Well, okay. Show me your profile. Yeah, no, you're pretty even. You're even with your nose. If it sticks out more than your nose, then it's weird.
Yeah,
you're pretty even.
Yeah. So like. Again, I think it's an interesting aspect. It's an aspect of body positivity that not enough people give credence for because they assume body positivity is be happy with who you are, when a part of body positivity can also be work towards what you want, and as well as being comfortable with what you have. I know that you feel me saying body positivity, even though I'm on a weight loss journey. I'm happy with where I am. I would also like to lose weight and be healthier. I'm fine with who I am.
Have you ever heard of health at every size?
I understand the concept from its name. I'm just saying, like, I'm happy with where I am. I would like my pants to be less tight. That's on me for buying a size 34 instead of a 36, but the 36s were too loose. They don't make a 35. They only make 33s, and I fucking hate that. They do. So women's sizes are ridiculous in their own way.
I was literally just about to say, are you going to complain to me about clothing sizes?
I cannot, because women's sizes are worse.
So much worse.
Because some stores have their own versions of sizes, and it's ridiculous.
Each brand. Yeah. Every brand.
You gotta learn what size.
Even within the brands, their sizing can be different, and it's fucking obnoxious.
Men's pants are by the length and the width, the waist and the inseam.
Educate us.
And the waist and inseam are in inches. I wear a 34 by 30. 30.
Preach, sister.
Inseam, 34 waist. However, pant sizes go like 28, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42 ad infinitum, essentially.
They count by twos.
Except for 33. I don't know why.
So standard women's sizes are...
Pick a number.
Yeah. You just roll a dice.
Yeah.
Okay, this, like, literally...
What's the standard size? What is going to be the size of... let's say, what's Barbie's size? Roll a d6. 2. Barbie's a size 2. And we're going to go up from there. What is a size...
Do you know what a double zero is?
A double zero? What is a double zero?
It's like tiny. But a double zero is a women's clothing size, apparently. I saw that reaction.
It's all... Okay, this is a... I would absolutely do a bonus episode just bitching about clothes.
God, are we gay?
Yes, because I have so many...
We have it recorded.
Shut up. I have...
We were right, Randall.
I have been a 2XL for the last 2 years.
I can fit a men's 3X, and I'm a 5X or 6X in women's.
Right. And I have moved
weird.
to 1X in everything. I have one 1XL shirt that is
These
too
are 3X
big.
men's shorts.
And 1XL shirt that's too small. I have one 2XL shirt that is the perfect size. None of these are consistent. They're all from different brands, and I can't fucking stand it. It's ridiculous.
There should be a universal size.
There should be. Well, you know what the universal size is? Men's shoes. They're unisex. They call them unisex size. Men's shoes are like is
not
lady
even really.
size. And there is lady size. There are women's shoes made for women, and then there are unisex shoes, is what they call them, because they don't want to limit their marketing for this style of shoe I'm pointing at here that I bought recently at.
Don't endorse something until they pay us.
Okay, I'm sorry. I bought at a store.
You have to bleep it out. No, bleep it out. Like, literally bleep it out when we do it.
Beep. Beep.
Your beeping sucks.
Can you do one?
Beep.
Do a shorter one.
Beep.
Thank you. So yeah, this is an absolutely unnecessary tangent.
Oh, my hip.
Hocus Pocus. How many Jack snacks do you give it?
All of them? All of them?
All of them? A 5 out of 5?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it
It was so good you can't.
a 4.5 out of 5.
Ooh. Leaving room for more?
Leaving room for more.
How much more do you need? Did you need titties in it? They did say yabos.
You gave away what it was. I wanted to leave it Yabos ambiguous.
No, it's not that ambiguous.
It's not ambiguous. It's
At all.
obvious.
We've been making yabo references. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Yabo.
Yabos.
Yabos is going to be a part of my daily vernacular.
Please
moving
don't
forward.
say that at work.
Yabos or vernacular?
Yabos.
Okay.
Vernacular's fine.
I don't talk to people at work.
Oh, yeah. You're boring.
I'm boring. I sit down, I start
You need to
working,
talk
and
to...
then-
There's this one girl... Oh, well, it's complete...
This is a good fucking movie. That's the point I'm getting at here. I should probably, because we are in the it's the
Jacktober
spoopiest time of the
the-
spoop. Ding dong, ding dong, spoopeling everywhere.
Are you going to write a Jacktober song?
No, because I have no musical talent. Join us next week for the second episode of Jacktober.
Jacktober Spooktac... Fuck, I fucked it up.
Where we're going to be talking about another
things.
one of my top 10. One of the funniest movies ever made. Young Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah. I think
Fuck
that.
yes. Gene Wilder. Love it. Oh, I'm so excited for that. So until next time,
Yabos.